nature abhors vacuum. When Jega was leaving, there was no vacuum in that seat. Jega handed over to somebody in compliance with Section 160.
And the president of the country comes in and says, no, I can't leave it that way.
In compliance with Section 160.
Under the law.
And in violation of Section 160.
There is no violation of
the president comes.
There's no violation.
I quite understand. Maybe because there's no
violation.
Subsisting Attorney General to advise him to say, look, Mr. President, these are the extent of your powers. In violation of that law, rather than comply with Section 154, the president says, no, you hand over to this one. You act.
But you know,
and so when
Jaga's statement, hold on. No, you need to
just quote
Jaga's statement says,
yeah.
I propose, knowing that he doesn't have the powers.
That's right.
I propose to hand over to Mr. Wali.
Yes. Pending until...
No, but no, he didn't say, I propose.
Yeah, propose.
Yes. So, if the president wanted Mr. Wali to continue as acting...
Beautiful, he will agree.
That's what I'm
But the president of the country now do not want the man to continue. And the president has the power under the law to appoint a substantive chairman.
Listen,
for now, acting chairman.
Jega is
for now, acting chairman.
Okay.
Jega proposing could have even been error. That, okay, look, I propose to hand over to this man.
Because
pending when you do the needful.
Almost everything Jega has done now is in error.
Jega,
I don't see that way.
That is what the president has done.
No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Is in error.
What Jega did is in error.
That the best way to compensate him is to overrule him 2 hours after he handed over. The president had the powers to even to write to Jega to say, okay, I would rather you hand over to this person who I would prefer to act. The president had the power to do all of that without you interfering openly.
That's an interference.
Yes, it is.
If you call it interference, writing to him also will be an interference.
That is why.
If it is true, but I don't see it as interference.
That is why in administrative procedure, there is a way you handle your internal affairs without bringing it to the public. You and I wouldn't have known that it was the president's interference. But with this open interference, that is what we are questioning. That is what I'm questioning, that looking at the law, I have not seen, even the Interpretation Act says if you have the power to hire, you have the power to discipline. And so...
Even fire? Even fire?
No, the Constitution spells out even fire. But in the case of firing, the letter that appointed this woman, another error said that the dean that her tenure had expired on the 30th. And so by that letter, the president abridged her tenure in violation again of Section 157, that look, your tenure has come to an end. So from now, you begin to act.
Has she briefed you? Have you gotten the letter?
The letter is in the public domain. It's in public domain.
The thing we need to agree on...
You're a journalist, it is in the open.
We need to agree on certain facts. I agree that we need to reform our electoral system, especially on the issue of appointment of an NEC chairman. A person who is going to be a potential contestant or a contestant should not appoint an NEC chairman. Until that reform is done, the question you should be asking yourself at any point is, does the president possess the power to appoint a chairman of INEC? If he does possess that power, he also has the power to appoint somebody in acting capacity. Let's get it right. Let's get it right, because it's an implied power. I keep on telling you that you must not remove implied powers. When you have express power, you also have implied power. That is what they call ancillary powers. Mr. Libros, you have auxiliary power. What the president has exercised is what they call implied power. But you have to do it in consultation with National Council of State, and it's a statutory body. As long as they have not met, the president cannot consult.
What Section 160 did was
and until he consults them, he cannot appoint a substantive chairman. So what you do is to appoint somebody in acting capacity, pending the time you appoint a substantive chairman.
All right, see what we're going to do. Because
what Section 160 did was to expunge that implied power.
There's no confusion at all.
Let's just see. I don't know if the producers can play back Professor Jega's comments. Just that first bit. Just that first bit. We can just play it back. Hold on. Just that first bit. Play it back.
Okay, you have agreed.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that statement again. Just briefly, and then we'll come back.
You're in doubt. I'm not in doubt.
We're almost out of time, so please, let's... While we're waiting for that, let's see if we can take this tweet. Are we getting that? Okay.
A letter now to Mr. President, informing him that my tenure was to expire yesterday, and under those circumstances, I have decided to hand over to one of the national commissioners who is still around until an acting or a substantive appointment is made.
That's all for the witness. Okay. That's all for the witness. I rest my case.
Your closing statement. We're out of time, so we can hear the comments from the viewers. Your closing statement.
Yes, Jega also said that he had decided, not proposed. I need you to correct that. And then also, Jega is not the law of the land. The law of the land empowers him to decide to hand over to somebody. And the law of the land also empowers the president to appoint a substantive, not an active.
Okay, thank you.
Jega was a very brilliant man. He knows there are certain circumstances that can make it impossible for the issue of a substantive chairman to be appointed. And until that is all done, then what you do is to have somebody in acting capacity, because nature abhors a vacuum.
Okay, thank you very much. Isaac Hanem says, he asked the same question he asked before, what's sensitive about acting as INEC chairman? Jega's handover, Sonny Udoku says, Jega's handover was not appointment. He cannot use internal power after expiration of his tenure.
Thank you very much.
The Patriot, point of correction, Jega did not mention acting. He said substantive. Well, we played back. That one is taken out of the way. Mufti 001 says, in my opinion, however, the woman is no longer there as national commissioner, but as acting chair.
That's right.
You can't.
Hold on now. Igewe says, Jega's statement was very clear. He handed over to the commissioner around pending an appointment. PMB was in order, no interference.
That's right.
So I'm afraid that's the much we can take. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
for coming on the show.
That was a very healthy argument. But I'll tell you 2:1. I won you square.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the show. And for you at home, thank you for letting us be a part of your evening. I'm afraid we will not be able to take all the tweets. They are still coming in. Quite a number. Shegun says, Jega only handed over pending appointment. There's no controversy, interference, or illegality. Right. Have yourself a good night. I am Neo Taigwe.